Hey guys, I'm Duke. This is my review of the Hebco Becker Street Reloaded bags and C-Bow system. You can buy the C-Bow racks for nearly any bike. Hebco Becker makes them for a lot of motorcycles, and then the Street Reloaded bags can fit onto all of those. So instead of having a bag and rack system that is unique to a bike, I opted for these because I've got multiple bikes, and being able to switch one set of bags from bike to bike made it really simple. First, we're going to go over the specs on these bags, then I'll talk to you about the installation process, and then I'll share my personal experience and kind of my overall thoughts on the bags. So the C-Bow rack system cost me $340, a little bit more than the bags. The Street Reloaded bags cost me $300. So total I spent $640 between the two. But once again, I can repurpose those bags from bike to bike. I bought these from Moto Machines, and as far as I know, they're the only US retailer of the German company, Hebco Becker. Moto Machines is doing pretty good. Their customer service was great. Communication was good. So the design of these bags is sporty, it's small, and that's perfect for a sport bike, you know. Each bag gets about 14 liters of carrying capacity. Together you got about 28 liters of carrying capacity. And the C-Bow system just isn't designed for like large boxes or heavy bags. However, Hebco Becker integrated a connecting strap between the two bags. In case you really had them loaded, you could connect that and it would kind of reinforce the system. These bags are made from water-resistant PVC fabric, and they have reflex piping for added support. They also have water-resistant zippers, as well as inner waterproof liners that are cinch down tightened. Each bag has a carrying handle on the top of them, and their approximate dimensions are 11.5 tall, 16.5 inches long, and 7 inches deep. The installation for the C-Bow rack system onto the 3rd gen Hayabusa took me about 15 minutes, and it's what, 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts. And after you put it on the first time and kind of get everything aligned and tighten down those bolts, after that approximate 15-minute installation, it's really fast, really easy to take the rack on and off of the bike, because then the rack is kind of put together already. And you just stick it up there, put the bolts in it, and you're good to go. And because I didn't plan on keeping the C-Bow rack on my Hayabusa for most of the time, only for trips and stuff do I want the bags and the rack on there. So that quick on and off, it's like 3 minutes, really cool. In the original installation, I had to spend some time digging around my spare bolts drawer because the system didn't come with the hardware to install it. So you're supposed to repurpose the original exhaust bracket mounting hardware. Now, I bought this bike secondhand, didn't have the original exhaust or hardware for it, and so I was kind of in a conundrum. Fortunately, I found the right hardware in my drawer, and I was able to get them installed. So the racks have a little bit of adjustability. When you initially install, you put your bolts in, but you don't tighten them down. You make sure everything's aligned, and then you tighten your bolts. I recommend using some Loctite, keep them from coming loose, and that's what really takes time on the initial installation. Now, after you get them installed, the bags just slide onto the little arches of the C-Bow rack, and they slide down fairly easy to put on there. You twist the key, it sets into the locking mechanism. You turn it to lock, you pull the key out. It's really easy to install these bags on the bike. I bought these bags for a trip that I took down to Big Bend in Southwest Texas. Spent about 4 days on the road, and I combined these bags with a 40-liter dry bag that I strapped to my back seat. Between all three of the bags, I had plenty of space for all my camping supplies, food, change of clothes, snacks, the whole deal, and I actually had extra space still. These bags are semi-rigid. It says PVC, but they seem like they're just a polyester, kind of a canvas material. And There's also some plastic throughout, around the body, and then on the inside and the outside, there's plastic reinforcement, and there's multiple layers of the fabric, but that's what kind of gives it its body and helps it hold its shape. The water-resistant zippers, I thought they were going to be a pain in the butt. I saw them and I was like, ugh, crap. Because a lot of water-resistant zippers are really tough or really resistant to zipping. These smooth, easy, clean, no issues, love it. There's no reflective anything on these bags. And as you know, most manufacturers put some kind of reflective piping or stickers or something on the bag. I like simple, I like plain. I don't even like logos on my stuff. They did put a logo on the bag, and that's okay, I'm not complaining. I'm actually saying that I like the simplicity. So these Street Reloaded bags are a side opening bag. They don't open from the top, the side kind of opens outward. And if you're familiar with those types of bags or panniers, you'd know that they're usually a pain in the butt. What they did is put a webbing on each side of the bag that prevents all your stuff from falling out. It prevents the side from opening too far and letting your stuff fall out. So it's just really nice. You don't have to try to hold the bag half shut and squeeze your hand in there and just get what you need. You can just unzip it, let it rest, let it relax, get what you need out, and then you can just put it all back, because those parts on the side that keep everything in, don't let it open too far. It's just a really nice feature for a side opening bag. The waterproof inner liner. It's nice because it velcros inside of the bag, so it can't shift or twist or accidentally come out for whatever reason. It just velcros in, which was a pretty cool little feature. And it's a cinch down type, so it's not a roll down type. And I'm not sure if either is better for this situation. I can say that putting my stuff in a bag is super obnoxious, because when you need to get stuff out, you got to open a bag and dig through, and it's just kind of annoying. The downfall is that the waterproof liner doesn't allow you to use the separator that's inside of the bag. It also seems like it keeps you from being able to really utilize the full capacity of the bag. So it's kind of like trying to work in a Tyvek suit, wearing gloves and a mask. It's just really annoying, really annoying, really annoying. But it is a solution. As far as security, the zippers kind of come together and have that little hole. You can put a little tiny lock on there if you're into that. The system is designed to lock onto the bike as well. So the key goes in, unlocks it, you set it on, lock it, pull the key out, and now you're locked onto the bike. So in order to put them on the bike, you have to do the key thing so they're locked. But speaking of the lock, that's my only real complaint about this system, is the locking mechanism with the key is really rough. You can see how the key has these sharp points on it, and that the lack of roundness to those makes it really rough to get the key in and out of the locking cylinder or drum or whatever it's called. I would have liked to seen an easier key system, something that's a little bit easier to use. I did lubricate mine, sprayed some silicone grease in there, didn't make a lick of difference. The C-Bow system is a pretty cool system. Overall, I like it. It works just as promised, and the sort of modular ability to have different bags, so you can get other bags other than the Street Reloaded bags. They have different styles that you can buy for the C-Bow system, and being able to move those bags from bike to bike, and the fact that Hebco Becker makes the C-Bow racks for so many bikes is really cool. The bags work well, they're put together pretty well, and very functional, good product. Overall, these bags are great, but there are a few improvements that I could see. I already mentioned the key part, the key and the lock. That needs to be a lot easier, user-friendly, okay? instead of using a strap to connect the two bags, maybe just reinforce the bags. So the back wall needs to connect to the bottom support of the bag. The back wall is plastic, and the only thing holding it on to the rest of the bag is like the fabric material. And so it kind of moves loosely. And if they had just connected that back wall to the bottom plastic support through some shaped plastic with some rivets, it would dramatically improve the rigidity of the bags. And so I think this was an oversight where they still could make that improvement really easily. If you found this video, this information helpful, I'm glad that you're here. If you want to support the channel, head down to the description. You'll find a link where you can donate as many gallons of Smile Juice to the channel as you'd like. If you can't make a contribution, that's fine. You can absolutely hit that like button for free. And let me know what your favorite part of the video was down in the comments. All of your support is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, everybody. Live free, ride hard, and I'll see y'all on the next one. So Hebco Becker Street Reloaded bags. Conclusion, take one. I'm back. I was doing some deep breathing, stretching stuff, you know, to make the body feel good.